What's up, y'all? Oh, what's good? I'm back. Listen, I feel well rested from since last episode. Last episode, I was so tired, but I'm back, baby. I'm juiced. I'm jacked and ready to go. What's up, fam? How are y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Y'all doing well? Cause I'm doing swell. Um, let's see. Start off. Questions from y'all. No questions. So whenever y'all want to, send me some questions, I'll answer them for y'all. I will. I will. Any questions? Shows coming up. Goose egg. That's gonna change. I ain't worrying about it. I've been grinding, y'all. I got so many things happening. So, excuse me. This next year, man, I just been having like these great feelings of like stuff really gonna happen. Like I really believe like man, God about to open up some doors. Like I feel it in my bone. You ever had that feeling? It's like, man, you could just feel it to your core. You just know. So that's why I'm not a psychic or anything, but I believe it. I believe it. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. That song. Yeah, man. Shoot, we're in November. So happy November to y'all. A lot of y'all are probably having Friendsgiving. Man, Friendsgiving is so fun if you have friends. Uh, so, hey, listen, if you don't, you know, get some. If you can't get some, then make them up in your head or buy some stuffed animals and put faces on them. But find friends, get out there, get on friend apps. However, people don't make friends like they used to out in the old days. You remember, you could just, you could just walk in. You could be walking and you'll bump into someone. You're like, oh, my bad, I'm sorry. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. And you're like, oh, you're nice. And they're like, you're nice. And then next thing you know, you're friends for life. So I don't know if people. I think people's guards are up, man. They just, they don't talk to people. They don't really know people like that. But yeah, man, make friends. Like Friendsgiving. I don't know if we're gonna have one this year. I would love to. I don't have a lot of people in my circle, but the ones that I do, oh man, we laugh. We have a lot of time. We eat a lot of cookies and we laugh. And those are the kind of people you want around. Like spending time with friends. I know you guys might be an adult, but man, have a sleepover with a friend. Like go do it. Like that's what I want to do. I still want to have sleepovers with my bros. Pause. And do guy things, gaming, stay up, eat pizza rolls, um, pizza rolls, drink yoo-hoos. I love a yoo-hoo. That's one of my favorite chocolate delicacies. So just like with the guys, staying up past 12. When have y'all ever done that with a friend lately? Anybody that's 25 and up, hold on to hanging out with your friends, playing video games. Heck, go out. Maybe TP a neighbor that you don't necessarily like, or TP someone that you do like. I think if you TP someone, that's a sign of love because you're taking time and you've spent so much money on this toilet paper that you're going to throw it in their trees. So that's love is what it is. Like, man, listen, guys and gals, I'm a sucker for adventure. I love adventure. I like movies, and it's not just like any adventure. I love. Okay, how am I gonna say this? Listen, okay. I don't want it to sound this way, so it's not like this. I like watching young adults, like a group of young adults or kids, go out on an adventure because they know a treasure. They know where they find a treasure map and they go out and find a treasure. So like I love that they get on their bikes and they go. Like I still want to do that, like at my age. And My brothers, they're in different states, so it's hard for me to do that. But we take trips together and we adventure it up. So, if you have a friend, call them up. Have a sleepover. I'm telling you, it'll make you feel like a child. God said you got to be a child, so come as a child. So do child things, except wine. We ain't got time for that. Nobody want to hear that. But yeah, Friendsgiving, man. Like if you do it, do it. Have fun, man. Enjoy it. Tell me about it. I want to hear about it. Excuse me. I'm looking to do that. I don't know if I'm gonna do it this year, but I would love to, man. I love just spending time with loved ones is so important. So yeah, Friendsgiving. Everyone brings a dish. You can trust people. You can trust people to cook because you know them. Not like when you go to the office and they're doing potlucks. I mean, can you really trust everybody? I mean, we got folks out here that they'll be cooking with their hand. They'll put their hands in the stew and stir it, and then they'll see if Mittens want to lick, and they'll let Dan take a lick of what's on their fingers. That's their dog's name. I don't know what folks name their dogs, but they'll let their animals. They'll even let their pet iguana lick their fingers. So potlucks is a no-go. That's why Friendsgiving, you can trust everybody because you know how they live. You've been to their house. You stayed at their house. You know their nasty tendencies, if they have any. I don't think my friends have any nasty tendencies. So shout out to the boys. And the biggest shout out to Pip. Big Pippin. So that's the dog. He's the homie. He got one eye, but he's cool. He like Slick Rick. So I want to buy him a big chain so he can weigh him down. But he's just a tiny thing. Yeah, man. Friends. Listen, as we grow older, like time is so valuable. And listen, if you're in high school and you're listening to this, listen. When you get out of high school, 90% of your friends are going to go different ways, and you won't necessarily keep contact with them. And it's sad. It is. I got a group of friends back at home in Tennessee that, we need to do an Airbnb situation. I'm the planner on this. I'm planning committee. I'm always planning committee. I love it. I love a good planning committee. That's me. And, I do it. I'm a planner. So, go buy a notebook at the Dollar Tree or General, whichever one, just whichever one I'm not beefing with. But yeah, man, I need to do that. So I challenge you to call an old friend who was like your best friend growing up, and I challenge you to call them. Like, find them on Facebook, because everyone's on Facebook. Mostly old people on Facebook. No diss. That's just what it is. Unless y'all have migrated to Instagram or TikTok. So you're on there. But I challenge you, reach out to an old friend and say, hey. Just say, hey. I guarantee you, man, you're going to love it and you'll thank me. But, I got, like I said, I got a circle of friends that's like between 10 and 15 years, and even some newer friends. But we might have to do a little Friendsgiving. So, yeah, man, let's see. What else is popping? I cooked. Listen, I'm not a cooker, but I cooked. So I did that. I did a Puerto Rican dish, sausage, beans, rice, a tomato base with a little bit of olive oil, corn. I think that's it. And it's delicious. I made a whole pot. It's yesterday. I made it yesterday, and it's halfway now. So I've been eating it. I've been going in. Just let me get a little bowl here. How about a little bowl there? A little bowl, and I just, chomping it down like Pac-Man. So I know. I know I need to do some sit-ups. So, oh yeah, when you get old too, man, if you had them abs, whew, good luck. Good luck out there. Cause you had a brick wall and now you had a bouncy house wall on your stomach now. So that's what it is. Don't get punched in the stomach by a child anymore because you're going down. Uh, yeah. So cooking was cool. The second time I cooked in my life, I think. And but I want to talk to you guys about this. Listen, first of all, magic. Do you believe in magic? Magicians more so. Magicians. You remember magicians? Y'all remember them? The people that play, magic. First of all, have magicians ever been cool? You know, or have they always been nerds or creepy people? Because I don't know. I feel like nowadays magicians are trying to be cool and they're getting there. But back in the day, man, dude, you seen a guy in a top hat and a cape, and you're like, oh gosh, look at Dracula. Don't let him around the elementary school. But he's showing up because they hired him. So, magicians, like, where did magic come from? Where did magic start? Is it overseas? Or who invented magic? America? I mean, we invented a lot. We invented cheeseburger, fries, pizza, tacos. Listen, whatever America says, they just invented. They're just like, okay, let me see here. The identity of the first magician is unknown. But Dedi or Didi is Dedi is one of the earliest recorded figures associated with magic, an ancient Egyptian magician. Oh, that's them people that were trying to do magic with against Aaron and Moses. Yep, got shut down. They couldn't keep up with Aaron and Moses. I don't know if y'all know that, but when God sent Moses to go to Pharaoh to tell him, hey, let my people go. Let us roll out of here. You know what I'm saying? And, they were like, we got the power of God. And it was Moses, but also Aaron, which is Moses' brother. And people don't know that. If you watch Prince of Egypt, Aaron don't be getting the credit like he need to be getting. So shout out to Aaron. I see you out there, boy. So Moses and Aaron, they were there, and then Pharaoh was like, oh, I got magicians, and they like threw the rod down and it became a snake, and they did other little tricks and juggled, whatever the magicians did. And then Moses and Aaron kept doing things, and then eventually God did some things, and the magicians couldn't do it, and maybe Pharaoh killed them. I don't know, but it's not a good look on their team. So, but shout out to God team. We do it right over here. Big magic is what we do. So, we're here. So cool story. Cool story. I'm just saying. Anyways, magicians, dog. Dude, I wanted to be a magician when I was a kid. And I remember we went to my mom, she took us, me and my sister, to Dollywood, and there was a magic store there, and they had this little thing. They had this little tube thing, and it has like it's not a fishing line, but it's like thinner than a fishing line, and on the end it had like clay. And so you would stretch it out, but it would be connected to like the inside of your shirt or something. And you stretch it out and you put the clay on something, and like it's a line you can't see. And you would like take a dollar bill and you'd fold it, and you don't see the line, and like you would maneuver, and it would look like the dollar's floating. And the way you move your body, the dollar would do moves. You could make the dollar do the wave, or do the worm. And I remember I wanted that thing so bad, and we weren't the richest, we weren't like bottom of the barrel, but like, we were, eat leftovers 3 or 4 times in the week kind of situation. Um, and sorry. But anyways, I begged her to get it. This thing was like $99, and she bought this thing for me. We didn't have money like that, but she did. And I told her, I was like, listen, Mom, I was like, I'm going to make our money back with this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this thing to school, and I'm going to show kids magic. And I'll be like, I bet you I can make your dollar float for if I make your dollar float, let me have it. And I would do it, and they would like let me have it, and I would have to just do that 99 times, and I would give it back to her. In my heart, that's what I wanted to do. Did I ever make anything from it? Of course not. I didn't make anything. I didn't even do it. I don't know where that thing went, but it made me happy for the moment. But we're at that time, people. Oh my gosh, our sponsor time. Hey, where would we be without our sponsors? I want to give a shout out to Microwave. Yo, what up, Microwave? Keeping things hot. Sorry. Dude, I love a good microwave. Hey, it's 1:30 at night in the morning, and you're like, dang, I don't want to make a meal. Grab something from the freezer, throw it in the microwave, boom, there's something to eat. Is it healthy? Maybe not, but we love it. We love a good microwave. Throw in, 50 pizza rolls, take it out, put it in your mouth, spit it out because it's like lava. Gosh, shout out to Microwave for just making lava in a pizza roll the best. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I remember I've always had a microwave growing up. So it's been a pleasure having them in my life. And, microwaves fed me for the longest. Even as an adult, in my single years, I ate a lot of microwave foods. So shout out to them for keeping me alive. So without them, I wouldn't be here today. So all the many foods that I had put in there. What's the best microwavable food? Some people, I used to put ramen in there, pizza rolls. Dude, I put a burger meat in there. You could, I think you could probably put a turkey in there and get away with it, and not die. But, the best thing, I got it. The absolute best thing to throw up in that microwave, besides pizza rolls, because I already said that, I'm probably going to say, no, it's not. It's not. I'm sorry. I'm fighting in my head. I was going to say Pop-Tart. But I don't think Pop-Tart is the best thing. So if you know what the best thing to put in a microwave is, let me know. Just shoot me a message, DMs. But as of right now, I think Hot Pockets are like number one. Like I said, 50 of them, nuke them. If you're a rookie, you throw it right in your mouth and you bite, and it burns your roof, it burns your tongue, it burns the sidewalls. You can't talk. So shout out to microwaves, man. Just a blast. I think all ages. Kids learn microwaves when they're young. So thank you for sponsoring this episode. And we're back, but magicians. Dude, yeah, so I didn't make us any money, man. I thought I was going to be like a street magician or something. But honestly, I watch magic now, and I'm like, dude, I think I don't know if I have like a disability where when I see something, I instantly want to be like, oh, I can do this. and it makes me just want to do it. So I just believe that I could do anything. So I've been watching magic lately, and I've been thinking about becoming a magician. But the story, man, the reason why I bring this up is because this Russian magician that popped up at our dinner, I know it's crazy. But oh man, so this guy, okay, so here's the scene. It's like 10 of us at a table, and this is a restaurant where it has another level above. So when I first saw this guy, I thought he owned a bank, or I thought he owned New York or something, because he was up on the ledge, and he had a tuxedo on, and he had a top hat. And this guy, he wasn't skinny, he was bulky. He looked like, from a distance I knew he just looked Siberian, or like he was just like stocky. That's what it is. He looked stocky. And I was like, dude, he owns something. He has to. And so we continued to eat and have fun and watch our gay waiter dance. And it was a dance themed dinner. And so we're eating, and ever so silently, this big guy, probably about 6'3", probably about 220 pounds, is right here at my shoulder, just breathing on me. And I'm like, oh, it's the magician. Or I ain't say it's a magician because I know he's a magician. But he was basically like, you want to see magic trick? And I was like, oh, he's Russian. He has to be Russian. And so that's how he sounded. And first of all, this dude, I didn't know if he was, I don't want to say he was doing crack or drugs, but his eyes could see the whole room at once. He was looking around like he was about to deal me something. And, I'm outgoing. I was like, hey, how you doing? And he's like, I'm good. I was like, well, he's like, you want to see magic trick? And I was like, yeah, of course. I was like, yo, you do magic? That's cool, man. I love magic. Black people love magic. So, I was ready to run. As soon as I saw a trick, I was ready to take off running around the room. That's just what we do to release our excitement. But he was like looking around, and he was like, do you want a private show? And I was like, what? It's 10 of us. Why are you asking me if I want a private show? Like, first of all, I already think magicians are creepy. I'm like, this guy's listen, I don't want to say, I don't want to put it out there, but he's going to serenade me is what he's trying to do. He's trying to throw rose petals at me and have a candlelight dinner lit for 2 in the back. And I was like, no, I don't want a private dinner. But and then he was like looking around like he didn't want people to see him, and he was like, okay, you don't want private dinner, and he just walks away. That's it. He walks away. And it was so sketch. But we had dinner at the same spot, I think, the next night. And I told our new waiter, I was like, hey, where'd that magician guy go? And he was like, oh, I'm going to go get him for you. And I was like, okay. And I was like, okay, bye-bye. I was like, all right. And so he went and got him. And he's like, oh, do y'all want to see magic? And I was like, yeah, we were trying to see magic yesterday, but you just walked off. And he was like, maybe you were rude to me. And I was like, no, I wasn't rude. I'm not a rude person. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah. I don't know if that was Russian or what, but, it was it was scary. I didn't want him to take me. But he did magic at the table. Listen, y'all. Listen. I have pretty good eyes. I think my eyes are good. I can see in front of me. I drive. And this guy did magic in front of my face, in front of all of our faces. But I was the only one who had climbed up on the table and was leaning over to like look at every movement of everyone. Just acted like this guy was a normal person. They acted like, they acted like this guy was just, freaking flipping a coin. And listen, this is a true story. All of this is a very true story. I just want to let y'all know. But they act like this guy was just pouring drinks, and he did magic in front of us, and it was he made a rubber band disappear. He made coins disappear, and I watch every bit of his move. And I don't know if he worked for the Dark Lord, he's part of Slytherin house, or what. But he kind of made me a believer. I don't know. Do y'all believe that magic is real? Because after I saw that, I'm like, I think magic might be real. Dude, I don't know. And then he just and just like disappeared into the shadows. Yeah, I don't know if he went back to Russia or what. But I was worried, man, because I was like, man, what if he showed up to my house? I like opened the blinds and he was at my mailbox and just in the fog looking in a distance. Like, maybe. I hope he doesn't hear this, man. But dude, it was so amazing. Oh my gosh, I was amazed. I was like, yeah. I was yelling. I was the only one. Everybody's looking. Magic. It just made me feel like a kid. So, I guess all this to say that if comedy doesn't work out, I think I'm going to be a magician, is where I'm going with it. So, I'll let y'all know once I transfer over. I'll start out at birthdays and work my way up the magician ladder and hopefully make it to UK. I think that's the UK is where cool magicians go to. So, man, it was just cool, man. Russian magician, dog. This dude was killing it, man. Dude, if I had a Friendsgiving and he popped up, that'd be the best trick ever. So, man, that's good. That's good. But man, I love y'all. Man, I do want to say this. One of my boys did say, he was like, I want to hear more than 30 minutes of a show. Now, I think 30 minutes is good for now until, this starts to blow up. But if everybody signs a petition, let's say 45 of y'all, I'll do 45 minutes. So get a petition started if you want to hear more of this. But until then, you suckers is only getting 30. That's it, baby. You suckers is only getting 30. Unless I want to talk about magic, then I'll give you a little bit more. A little bit of magic. Yeah, so... But I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for supporting, man. Share this, all socials. You can find me, all socials, Jojowhitecomedy. If you have any topics you want me to talk about up front in the beginning, just DM me, Instagram, Jojowhitecomedy, Facebook, Jojowhitecomedy. I'll give you a shout out. If you need a birthday shout out, I'll give you a birthday shout out. I want to interact with y'all. So think about live streaming it. We'll see. But, man, do that. So... Hey, if y'all having Friendsgiving, invite me. So, even if we ain't friends, you can do the giving part. But I love y'all. Man, yeah, that's it. Y'all stay blessed. Be blessed, y'all. Shout out to Moses and Aaron, big dog. Yeah.